Imagine walking into a casino and thinking you're in control. You're not. From the moment you step inside, something starts happening to your brain. And you won't even notice. The truth is, casinos are not just buildings. They are psychological machines. Every color, every sound, every scent is calibrated to manipulate your emotions, your focus, and your behavior. The most dangerous part? You believe you're making decisions, but the house already made them for you. In this video, we're going to expose how addiction isn't an accident. It's engineered. Why do you always want one more spin? Why is walking away so hard? Why do so many smart people fall into the same trap? This isn't just about gambling, it's about how your brain works and how others can exploit it. By the end of this, you'll never see a casino, or even your own habits, the same way again. Let's pull back the velvet curtain and see how deep this manipulation goes. You remember your first big win, don't you? That shot of adrenaline, the lights, the sound, the crowd. It felt like magic, like the universe chose you. But what if I told you that win wasn't lucky? It was a setup. Casinos don't just hope you win early. They build systems to increase your chances of a small, early win, enough to hook you, not enough to let you go. In psychology, this is called positive reinforcement, and it's the same tactic used in training animals. They condition you to associate gambling with reward, not risk. And once your brain links the slot machine to dopamine, it's game over. You're no longer chasing money, you're chasing the feeling. And the house? They're sitting back, watching it all unfold, because now you're doing exactly what they designed you to do. That first win? It wasn't a celebration, it was the first step into a cage. Have you ever noticed there are no clocks in a casino? No windows? No natural light? That's not a design flaw. That's the trap. Casinos are engineered environments built to override your natural instincts. Bright colors, repetitive sounds, soft carpeting, maze-like layouts. They're not just for aesthetics, they're psychological warfare. The goal is simple: keep you playing. The moment you enter, your sense of time and space begins to fade. You're caught in a liminal zone where nothing else matters. Outside responsibilities? Gone. Hunger? Suppressed. Fatigue? Numbed by stimulation. This sensory manipulation taps into something primal, your brain's inability to resist just a little longer. You're not in a building. You're in a behavioral experiment. And you didn't even sign up. It's not luck that keeps you there. It's design. And the longer you stay, the more predictable your choices become. And predictable players are profitable players. You've heard of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. But what if I told you, in a casino, dopamine isn't your friend, it's your enemy. Every win, near win, and even the anticipation of a result triggers a dopamine spike. But here's the catch. The brain doesn't need a win to get addicted. It just needs the possibility of one. That's what casinos exploit. This system is called variable reinforcement, the most powerful form of conditioning ever discovered. You never know when the reward is coming, but that uncertainty makes the brain crave more. The pattern is the same in slot machines, Instagram likes, and even drug use. But slot machines, they're fine-tuned to maximize your chemical response. Your brain is hijacked, it's rewired to equate the slot machine with pleasure despite mounting losses. You don't chase the money anymore, you chase the next dopamine hit. And by the time you realize it, the house already owns your biology. What's the most addictive machine in a casino? It's not poker, not blackjack. It's the slot machine, the silent killer of the gambling world. These brightly lit machines may look harmless, even fun, but they're built using the same design principles as mobile games, TikTok, and even hard drugs. They deliver quick rewards, instant feedback, constant stimulation, and they're programmed to keep you in a trance. The term used by addiction researchers? The machine zone. It's a state where time vanishes, money becomes meaningless, and you forget everything else. You're not even playing for money anymore, sir. You're playing to stay in the zone. Each spin is like a hit, a fix, and every sound effect, light burst, and vibration is calculated to make you crave another one. Slot machines are not entertainment. They're algorithms of addiction, and once they get in your head, they don't let go. Imagine this. You spin the reels, 2 cherries, 3 cherries, and then just missed the jackpot. Your heart races. So close, you think, next time I've got this. But that near win, it was designed to make you feel exactly that. In psychology, it's called the near-miss effect. Casinos discovered that almost winning lights up the brain like a real win, releasing dopamine and increasing motivation. But here's the trick. You still lost. Modern slot machines are programmed to create near misses at optimal times, not randomly, strategically, just enough to keep you believing the jackpot is right around the corner. It's manipulation dressed as encouragement. This effect is so powerful that it overrides logic. You start thinking in patterns, in streaks. But the machine has no memory. Every spin is independent. And yet, the feeling of, I was this close, pulls you back in harder than a win ever could. In reality, you were never close, but they made you believe you were. Ever notice how a casino sounds different from any other place? The constant chime of winds, the upbeat music, the flashing lights. It's all on purpose. Casinos don't just rely on chance. They carefully craft your sensory experience to keep you hooked. Sound is one of the most subtle yet powerful tools in the casino's arsenal. High-pitched chimes, celebratory jingles, they mimic the feeling of winning, even when you're losing. The idea is to trick your brain into associating the machine with pleasure and excitement. Then there's the lighting. Ever wonder why it feels so bright, even at 2 a.m.? It's designed to make you feel energized, even though you're exhausted. The combination of sound and light affects your emotional state, encouraging you to keep playing. You're not just gambling, you're emotionally invested in the experience. What's worse, these sensory cues are designed to overwhelm your sense of reality. They shut down your cognitive defenses, leaving you vulnerable to manipulation. And you can't escape. The environment is working with the game, constantly nudging you back in. So, the next time you hear those chimes, remember, it's not luck, it's conditioning. Step into any casino and something strange happens. You lose track of time. There's a reason for that. Casinos have mastered the art of disorienting you. There are no clocks, no windows, and no way to gauge how long you've been playing. This is deliberate. Without time markers, your brain loses its ability to track how much you've played and how much you've lost. And guess what? That means you stay longer. This manipulation isn't just about losing money, it's about loss of control. When you don't have a sense of time, you don't have a sense of how much you're spending. And the deeper you go, the more you become a part of the casino's psychological game. Your body is physically tired, but your brain doesn't get the signal because time is unmoored. You keep playing, unaware that your session has already stretched for hours. The more you lose track of time, the harder it becomes to walk away. And that's the secret. The casino controls your perception of time, so you lose track of everything else. Just one more spin. It's the most dangerous thought you'll ever have in a casino, and you know exactly what I mean. Here's the thing. The phrase itself is the psychological trap. It's a loop. You tell yourself that one more spin will be the lucky one, and before you know it, hours have passed, and you've lost more than you intended. This is how addictive loops work. It's a combination of anticipation, dopamine release, and variable rewards that keep you in the cycle. The brain is always waiting for the next win that will justify the loss. Each time you make that decision, your brain gets a small hit of dopamine, the chemical responsible for cravings and desire. But here's the kicker. You never actually get that win. The pattern is programmed to keep you in pursuit, perpetually thinking the next spin will be the jackpot. It's all a trick of the mind, and you're stuck in it, one spin at a time. Ever felt like you were on a lucky streak? Like you had it all figured out, and the next spin would be the big one? That's the most dangerous feeling in a casino, the illusion of control. Casinos exploit your cognitive biases by making you feel like you're in charge. You pick your machines, you press the button, you're controlling the pace. But in reality, the outcome? It's already decided. Slots, roulette, blackjack. Every game is engineered to give you the illusion of control while systematically taking your money. The machine's randomness is a deception. You never had any control, but your brain convinces you that you did. This illusion is incredibly powerful because it ties into our self-image. We like to believe we are masters of our fate. When you feel in control, you continue playing, making more decisions that benefit the casino. This isn't just manipulation, it's a psychological trigger that taps into how you perceive success and failure. The illusion is the real hook. And every time you chase the next win, you're chasing something that was never in your hands. The worst thing you can do in a casino is to chase your losses. Sounds familiar, right? After losing a big hand, or after a few losing spins, the impulse kicks in. I can make it back, I just need to hit a bigger bet. This is loss aversion, one of the most powerful cognitive biases in human nature. It's the idea that we fear losses twice as much as we enjoy wins, and it's a direct line into your wallet. In gambling, when you lose, your brain wants to fix it, so you increase your bet, hoping to reverse the loss. But the odds? They're against you. The more you chase the loss, the deeper you go into the casino's trap. And it's not just about money. Your emotions are invested now. It's about restoring balance, proving to yourself that you can win. But this behavior doesn't just exist in casinos. It happens in stock markets, personal finances, and even relationships. Chasing losses is part of a cycle of desperation and denial. And the casino counts on you falling into it. So the next time you think about doubling down after a loss, ask yourself, Am I playing for a win or for my ego? Think about it. Casinos reward you for losing. Confused? Let's break it down. Loyalty programs in casinos are not about rewarding your wins. They're designed to keep you coming back to keep losing. You might think those free meals, hotel stays, and concert tickets are gifts, but they're just another tool in the casino's psychological toolkit. Here's the catch. Every point you earn in a loyalty program means you've spent money. You're not winning with points. You're just spending to get more. The casino wins every time. These programs are designed to keep you hooked on the idea of value. They trick you into thinking you're getting something back, even as you lose more money than you think you've earned. The reward isn't in the win, it's in the continuation of the behavior. And once you're tied to a loyalty program, you're emotionally invested. You're not just chasing jackpots anymore, you're chasing rewards that don't offset your losses. So remember, the only one truly benefiting from loyalty programs is the casino. Ever notice how crowded casinos always seem to be? And why is it that when you see someone winning big, you feel the urge to jump into the game? This is called social proof, and it's a powerful psychological principle. The more people you see winning, the more likely you are to believe that you can win too. But here's the catch. What you don't see are the countless other players who are losing. You only see the winners, the flashes of success, the jackpot winning moments, the handshakes, the high fives. Casinos deliberately showcase winners to create this effect, drawing you into the illusion that if everyone else is winning, you should be too. This taps directly into your brain's herd mentality. We trust others to make decisions for us when we're unsure. If we see others playing and succeeding, we assume we're missing out. The truth? The casino isn't about to let everyone win. It's designed for a few to win and for many to lose. But seeing that win, it's the perfect bait to reel you in. And once you're in, the casino knows this. The more you see others winning, the harder it is to walk away. You feel like your turn is next. You've probably heard the phrase, the house always wins. But why is that? How can the house always win if you're on a winning streak? Here's the secret. The odds are stacked against you from the start. Every game in the casino is designed with a built-in edge for the house. For slot machines, that's often a percentage called the return to player, RTP. But even the best slots only give back a portion of what you put in. For example, a slot machine with a 95% RTP means for every $100 you put in, you'll likely get back $95. And that's assuming you're lucky. But over time, that 5% difference adds up in favor of the house. The house edge is calculated, scientific, and unstoppable. It's the reason why casinos can afford to offer you comped drinks and free rooms, because they know you're going to lose. And the best part? You never notice how the odds are working against you. The system is set up so that the longer you stay, the more you lose. It's not about making a huge profit in one night. It's about making you stay long enough to guarantee the house wins. So when you're at the slot machine or blackjack table, remember this. The house is not just betting against you. It's banking on you staying and playing long enough to lose. Let's face it, you've told yourself a million times you'll walk away, but you never do. Why? Because walking away is harder than you think. First off, there's the psychological sunk cost fallacy, the idea that you need to keep playing because you've already invested so much time or money. Your brain tricks you into thinking, I've already lost so much, I need to win it back. The more you lose, the more you feel like you must keep playing to make up for it. But here's the truth. The longer you stay, the more you lose. Then there's the fear of regret. What if your next spin would have been the jackpot? What if just one more hand and you would have won it all? What if you walk away and the next person wins your fortune? This fear locks you in place. It convinces you to take one more spin because surely it'll turn things around. But this is exactly what casinos want. They thrive on your uncertainty. They thrive on your belief that you're just one play away from a big win. Walking away? That's the hardest decision to make because it goes against every instinct you have. The fear of missing out, the need to regain what's lost, and the addiction to the next possible win.